Well, there's this little tender love ballad we like to do about this time in the evening. Back in the 17 and 1800s. You ever notice how I have a song, like a story to introduce every song I do? You know? Yeah. Anyway, the 17 and 1800s, they had this little thing, which we still have today, actually. Little thing called syphilis. This is a song about safe sex, that's right. And the way they cured syphilis back in the 17 and 1800s, they gave you this little thing called the pills of white mercury. And this little magical remedy supposedly is going to cure you. You know, right now in our modern enlightened day and age, we know that mercury is about as good to put in your body as broken glass. So it had only two, it really worked really well, but it had two minor side effects. It drove you completely insane, or it killed you outright. Either way, you're not really concerned that you finish out the rest, you know. Anyway, do I have a signal? I don't know. That's better. Anyway, so that goes like this. Had she but told me when she dishonored me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by those pills of white mercury, but now I am a young man cut down in my prime. As I was a-walking down the streets of the Montrose, come my dear friends in a story I'll relate. I spied a dear comrade all dressed in white flannel, and Carew was his fate. While the mercury was beating, the limestone was reeking, his tongue all inflamed hung over his chin. A hole in his bosom, his teeth were a-closing. Bad luck to the girl that had to give him the phlegm. And had she but told me, oh, when she dishonored me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by those pills of white mercury. Now I am a young man cut down in my prime. Yay, yay, yay! My parents, they warned me, and oft-time they chided, oh, with those young flash girls do not sport and play. But I never listened, no, I never heeded. I just carried on in my own wicked way. And had she but told me, oh, when she dishonored me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by those pills of white mercury. Now I'm a young man cut down in my prime. 'Twas down on the corner, two flash girls were talking, one to the other did whisper and say, oh, there goes that young man who once was so jolly, and now for his sins his poor body must pay. Let's hear it. And had she but told me, oh, when she dishonored me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by those pills of white mercury. Now I am a young man cut down in my prime. Oh, doctor, dear doctor, before your departure, take all these bottles of mercury away and send for the minister to say a prayer over me so he can lay me poor body in the clay. And had she but told me, oh, when she dishonored me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by those pills of white mercury. Now I am a young man cut down in my prime. Bring it down. Prime. Prime. Now for the moral of the story. So get you 6 fellows to carry my coffin, 6 pretty fair maids to bear up my pall, and give each of them there a bunch of red roses. So when they pass by me, they'll not know the smell. And had she but told me, oh, when she dishonored me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by those pills of white mercury. Now I am a young man cut down in my prime. And had she but told me, oh, when she dishonored me, had she but told me of it in time, I might have been cured by those pills of white mercury. Now I am a young man cut down in my prime. Take it home. And now I am a young man cut down in my prime.
Prime!
Prime!
You have to tune my guitar back. Step away from the guitar. Step away.
I don't know, with style like that, you know, I hear David Lee Roth ain't got a gig anymore, man. You might just step into the breach.
Yeah, right. She'll be explaining things to whoever she's sitting with. Everybody gonna disco, right? The appropriate moment. You don't disco? Okay. Johnny and Janie were the perfect married couple, but not in bed. They tried taking drugs, watching porno flicks, they even called Dr. Ruth, but for all intents and purposes, their sex life was dead. So Janie went down to the Pink Pussycat boutique. She bought a long cylindrical thingy. Now Janie is smiling, Johnny is not. Every night you can hear him sing. Psst. You see, our love is being kept alive by artificial means. You've grown emotionally attached to that little pink machine. Our relationship is not as healthy as it seems because our love is being kept alive by artificial means. So Johnny went down to the corner bar. He bought one beer, he bought two, he bought many. Johnny told his problems to the bartender, and the bartender says, "Hey buddy, listen to me." So Johnny went down to the Pink Pussycat boutique. He bought a plastic blow-up doll. Now Johnny is smiling, Janie is not. She is angry, she is jealous, she's appalled. She says our love is being kept alive by artificial means. You've grown emotionally attached to that polyethylene. Our relationship is not as healthy as it seems because our love is being kept alive by artificial means. Woo! Wires, switches, batteries, plastic, tufts of artificial hair. Oh, I think they could replace the love humans used to share. Then one day it happened, those batteries died just at the moment that old blow-up doll sprung a leak. Johnny looked at Janie, looked at Johnny, looked at Janie, and they both found it difficult to speak. Well, I wish I could say they threw the contraptions away and fell in love all over again. Ah, screw that. But Johnny taped up that old hissing doll, and Janie stole the batteries from his Sony Walkman. You see, their love was being kept alive by artificial means. They'd grown emotionally attached to those modern sex machines. Their relationship is not as healthy as it seems because their love was being kept alive. Love was being kept alive. Love was being kept alive by artificial means. You're just a little too attached to that song.
I was about to say that y'all don't get out much, but there's probably a reason.
But you probably do, actually.